Damn.
Just like that.
Damn.
Wow. You see that form? Welcome to Allen Films, baby girl. So today, we're building some E39 headlights. We're gonna take these chrome reflectors, put them in some brand new lenses. We're gonna steal the Morimoto by Xenon projectors from the black car's headlights, put them in here, change the headlight adjusters because these are all broken. The headlights are not supposed to do this. So right now what we're doing is we're taking out all the parts. We're taking out the auto level headlight motor. The ballast has been removed, the turn signal socket. You basically just want to pull out all the wiring you can. Take out the 3 screws from the side of the headlight, 2, excuse me. And then after that, you literally stick it in the oven at 250 degrees for 10 minutes and then it'll literally pull apart like glue.
Damn.
Just like that.
Damn.
Wow. You see that form? Damn, girl. Just like that. Actually, wait, no, I need that lens. I can't just. So you know what these halos are? These are cold cathode fluorescent lights. They're CCFL. So these are kind of like a glass tube, like, you know, fluorescent lights like we use in kitchens. These are okay, but they kind of tend to flicker sometimes, and these are literally just made out of glass. So if you're not careful and you push these in too hard, it'll crack, which I've done. They did not put these together correctly at all. Those should not just be chilling on the lens like that. God! Whose man put these lights together? Got rust and debris, broke all the tabs off of this. Whoever put these together is an actual moron. So back when I used to build E39 headlights, this is the first set I ever made. I just blacked out the stock orange reflector. It's got Morimoto by Xenons. It basically means there's a little motor inside the headlight projector that when you turn it on, it turns the cutoff off in the high beam. So it basically just makes your beam pattern super high. So you pair that with the stock high beams and you get 4 high beams between all the headlights. So I got the Morimoto projectors from the Retrofit Source. We're not sponsored, but they've got good parts. So if you're building headlights, I'd definitely go from there. So what we're gonna do with these is we're gonna take these open. We're literally gonna have to break them apart because I use permanent sealant because I'm a goofball. So we're gonna take these apart, break them, take the projectors out, take these paint match lower trim pieces off, and then transfer all the good stuff from these to the new headlights. Scraping off all this glue. So right now I'm just applying some epoxy on this little ring housing that holds this halo in. We put some aftermarket halo rings because these factory ones are super thick and they don't allow you to mount halos behind them. So I just took these clear lenses, broke the CCFLs from behind them, and then mounted some switchback 131mm halos behind it. Now we're putting epoxy on it to make it all spiffy. You know what I'm saying? We'll put some on the camera so you guys can see what it looks like.
Man.
Just to know how it feels.
Man.
Cole's over here making me mad. Now I'm plotting.
I've done nothing of the sort.
Got me all emotional.
You just need some shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, man. So what we're doing right now is we're gonna take these super tired and super cloudy Hella original, I think these are 2.5-inch projectors. So the issue with these is if you look at them, I guess these aren't too bad, but usually these are super cloudy. And what fails with these headlight projectors, these aren't bad, these are actually in pretty good shape. But if you can kind of get the camera down in there, these little reflector bowls, which is what is really making your light output, tend to rust out and they turn super brown. So there's nothing reflecting your D2S Xenon light bulb to make any like light pattern. So the hotspot and the cutoff pattern is usually super weak with these old projectors. So we're gonna pull these ones out and take these super clear 2.5-inch Morimoto by Xenons, which are literally like a year old. They still look brand new. And we're gonna put them in these. Well, how's your day, Cole?
My day's been alright.
I don't care. All right, so next, headlight adjusters. These are little plastic things that hold the headlight level up high, and when you take these apart, these are always in a million pieces. And if you ever take one of these apart and you're for some reason using me to do these headlights as an instruction, you really shouldn't, because I'm really... This longer piece goes on the outside. You just break out any old plastic pieces that are stuck in there, because there will be a stuck piece in there from the old piece. Just take that, snap it in place. Take this one, same deal. Grab your headlight housing. There's always gonna be broken plastic in there, so all you gotta do is, you can either try to ratchet it out and take your time, or what I usually do is I just grab a flat head, and since it's broken anyway, I'll just kind of break it all out, and that'll just expose the thread itself. Make sure you get any little pieces out of the little cracks and crevices, just like that. You just want it to be just the bare piece. This one I'm actually gonna ratchet out because it's actually like in one piece, and if I try to break that, I could mess up the plastic housing where the screw goes. So I'm gonna actually take my time and loosen this one out. Come inside there. And watch your eyes when you do this, because again, this stuff is really sharp like glass. As I shoot it into Cole's face. Alright, so I lied. You shouldn't pop these into the headlights first. You should pop these into the housing and then put them in. Little disclaimer, these are plastic. They don't have any threads yet. When you screw this in, this little threaded rod makes the threads in the plastic. Worst thing you could ever do adjusting these headlights is use an impact, because these are both plastic points, and when you use an impact, all that's going to do is strip this out, and then you can no longer adjust your lights. Or you'll heat this plastic up so much, because this will create so much friction, and when you go to adjust your headlights, it'll just be popping back and forth, similar to a broken adjustment. I learned that the hard way. The last set I used an impact and I messed it up. And just like that, get the thread started just a little bit. Okay. And now, cooperate with me. Exhibit A of a broken adjuster. It's fine, we'll just have to use that 10mm to screw these in. I guess I should have used that anyways. Just like that. Now we got brand new adjusters. So this is just rough estimate, everything snaps into place. And because this car is a 98, I've got auto level headlight adjusters, but I just manually set the level with the, I set power to this adjuster and manually set the level. But then later on we'll just have to come to the adjustment screws and set the headlight level. I can't speak, I'm slow. Set the headlight level accordingly. There's a certain procedure to do it, but I'm just gonna eyeball it and just, you know what I'm saying? Hope for the best. As you can see, your boy does it again. Alright, so as you can see, we changed the wheels up on the 540. So these wheels I bought last year, and these unfortunately got messed up in the accident. One of the lips on the rear wheel was shaved completely off when the car jumped the curb. And same thing with the front right one. So I just got these back from my buddy in Lincoln. He got these powder coated and repaired for me. So these are Racing Dynamic RGQs, 19 inches. These are 19 by 9.5 in the back, wrapped in 275/30 and 19s. And then in the front, we've got 245, 35, 19s. So a staggered set, 8.5 in the front. So I don't know how true it is, because some guy swiped up on Messenger and told me that there's only 80 of these in the world in 19s. I mean, that's sort of believable, because if you look up Racing Dynamic RGQs, there's maybe 2 or 3 pictures of these wheels ever on the internet, so that's pretty believable, but there's no actual production number of how many of these are actually out there. But these are the only set I've ever seen in person or for sale, so they're definitely pretty rare. And we're gonna have to be careful to keep these super clean, because they're essentially look like a brand new set of wheels now. Alright, so as you can see today, we got the hella European spec headlights done. The only thing that makes it a Euro spec is that little chrome reflector on the outside. Anyways, we put brand new adjusters in the headlights. We switched brand new lenses. We've got the new reflector in there, Morimoto by Xenon projectors, and then we replaced the OEM halo rings with aftermarket ones. And we've got switchback 131mm halos, which are just some Amazon specs, but they freaking work great and they're bright. So we're just letting the one outside cure because that silicone's got to cure for a couple hours before we can put it back in. And then we'll put the paint match trim back, set the headlights back in the car, and then that'll be it for the headlight build. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Ow.